Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start the city council meeting. The hour of 6 p.m. having come and gone. It's 6:09 p.m. We'd like to call the meeting to order at 6:09 p.m. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Navarrete,
Here.
Wilson, Tillman,
Here.
Williams,
Here.
Gardner, here, Patton, here, Smith.
Here. So the city council passed a remote participation ordinance. Any council member can request remote participation. Tonight, we have Alderwoman Wilson requesting remote participation. For remote participation, the alderman has to state the reason. It has to be a majority of the city council present. Majority of city council votes to allow the remote participation. So is there a motion to approve Alderwoman Wilson appearing via the council meeting? She will state the reason.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Patton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Navarrete. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, I'm sorry, we have to take a recorded roll call on Madam Clerk.
Navarrete,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner, Patton,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilson, for the record, please state your reasoning for the request.
A medical reason.
Thank you, Alderwoman. So for the record, we do have 6 aldermen present. We do have a quorum and ready to do business. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, we'd like to call up Pastor Fluker to offer a word of prayer for our city councilman.
Mayor, city officials, and let us pray. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity you've given unto us in the midst of the storm to make it through, to be in the place and position to sound the alarm in everything that is to be done in this great city. As we galvanize our thoughts and our minds, let everything be done in a way that will bring you glory and honor. Speak to, through, and for our great mayor and the constituents that amass this aggregation today. And we'll be careful to give your name the praise, the glory, and the honor. It shall all be thine. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. We're at item number 4, public comment. Is there anyone from the public who'd like to comment on any item on the agenda? Please, excuse me?
Just on the agenda?
You can comment on any item.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor Jones, and council members. My name is Wynetta Thomas. I live at 286 Exchange Avenue. And Mayor, I want to ask you a question, if I can. Have you watered your grass this season yet? Have you watered your grass? It's not a trick question. Believe me, it's not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I haven't either. My neighbors haven't even. But yet, my bill went up $10 from last month when it wasn't watered either. I have not consumed any more water than I normally do. And this happens every year. So I'm not blaming you or any of the council members because it's been happening for a while. And when I first became aware, my father was hospitalized for a month and a half. I was with him 24/7. My grass turned brown. I wasn't there to consume any water. Yet my water went up again. And I want to know why, because I've come a couple times and I was asked if I had a leaky faucet, toilet running. They came out and checked my meter. But my water will go up and I don't water my grass. I don't consume any more water. And the water meter is working fine, no leaky toilet, no drippy faucet. And I would want to know why this happens all the time.
We'll take a look at it. In the back is the bald-head gentleman, Cleo Jones. If you give him your information, he will look into it.
Yeah.
But Cleo, if you can get her information and look into a water bill. You
Thank
said
you.
we already came by and checked.
Well, in previous years, it happens, and I was just really outdone this time because, like, when I said, have you watered your grass? No one, because God and Mother Nature has been good to us, we haven't had a need to water the grass, so why does the water bill go up and you're not consuming water? So that's my concern.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please give your information to Cleo. Is there anyone else who would like to address the City Council public forum?
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Council. Good evening, everyone here today. Thank you, Pastor, for that wonderful prayer, which is much so needed. I would like to start off by saying I'd like to say a special prayer for my older woman, Monet Wilson, who is joining us remotely. I pray that whatever medical issue that she's having is resolved soon. But Mayor, I must say that I'm deeply concerned about the unauthorized spending and the hiring of family members, as has already been reported in the Chicago Tribune. And as a dedicated citizen, I don't want my tax dollars to go up any more than they already have. I don't want my tax dollars wasted in Calumet City or even Thornton Township for that matter. I respectfully ask that you cease the purchasing of any unauthorized trips, meals, vehicles, or anything that the board does not approve of, including hiring friends and or family members without giving everyone else, the citizens of Calumet City, the fair chance to apply equally for the same jobs. As I feel, and like I said, it is my personal belief that favoritism has been shown through certain individuals that are friends and family of yours, and it isn't fair to the citizens, the hardworking citizens, the tax-paying citizens who cannot find another job to meet that extra water bill, as the young lady said. My water bill has gone up as well. I'm not home most of the days, okay? And so I was a little concerned. I was really concerned that my water bill went up when I'm away from home, like about 18 hours of the day. And the only thing I do is cook meals for my children. They take their showers. And I mean, where's the water going? Where's our money going? And I do understand that with the tax hike or what have you, the property tax hike, that the majority of it is Cook County or what have you, but something also needs to be done about the school district and their cut of the taxpayer dollars, because I feel as though if I'm paying my dollars for my children to be going to school, that they should be properly educated and not bullied and harassed by officials who have told me they personally know you, Mayor. And that is not an attack on you. These are things that people are coming to me, bringing to my attention. And so I'd like to give you a fair opportunity to address these issues. Thank you.
Thank you. This is Calumet City, not Dalton or Thornton Township. So anyone who applies receives equal participation. And as far as the water bill and tax hikes, we haven't raised our taxes in Calumet City. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. But you mentioned Thornton Township. This ain't Thornton Township, this is Calumet City. So we passed 4 balanced budgets. We're getting into our budget process now. So is there anyone else who would like to address the City Council? No, ma'am. We're going to move on with the meeting. Ma'am, you can't, this is not a back and forth, but we're not going to. Ma'am, we're going to continue on with the meeting, so please don't disrupt the meeting. Is there anyone else who would like to address the City Council? Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. My name is
Good evening.
Kimberly Jackson, and I'm the owner now of 216 156th Street. I was coming in about the fence, I applied to get a permit for my fence for my backyard. I got the letters from both residents, both neighbors, they approved it, and I just want to know, was it approved or not?
It's on the agenda tonight. Your Alderman Gardner was here. It is on the agenda tonight, item 6 on the agenda tonight.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anyone else who would like to address the city council? If not, we'll move on to item 5 on the agenda, approval of minutes. Has everyone had the opportunity to look at the minutes as so presented on the agenda? Are there any changes to the minutes? If not, can someone please make a motion to approve the minutes as so presented on the agenda? I'm sorry, who made?
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams, second by Alderman Smith. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mayor, I'd like to be recognized as present at the meeting.
I'm sorry. For the record, before we take the roll, we have at 6:17 p.m., 6:14 p.m., Alderman Gardner is in the meeting.
Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Patton, Smith.
Yes.
Thank you. Minutes approved, 7-0 by the Alderman. Next on the agenda, reports of standing committees. Finance, Alderman Gardner.
No report tonight.
Thank you, Alderman. Public Safety, Alderman Williams.
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Public Utilities, Alderwoman Wilson.
No report.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Ordinance and Resolutions, Alderman Tillman.
No report. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Health, Education, and Welfare, Alderman Navarrete.
Nothing this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Permits and Licenses, Alderman Patton.
Nothing, Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman. Public Works, Alderman Smith.
There will be a Public Works meeting held on the 27th of this month. More information will be posted.
Thank you, Alderman. City Council reports, Alderman Smith. We'll start on this side, City Council reports.
Just want to ask that the Seventh Ward residents continue to report their issues of any suspicious activity or vacant homes. Also, the monthly meeting, unfortunately, will be canceled for this month due to availability of the facility. However, we will resume next month in July. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Sixth Ward, Alderman Patton.
Thank you. First off, I'd like just to thank School District 157 for the invitation to the 8th grade graduation last week. It was a great ceremony, an awesome evening watching these 8th graders graduate and prepare themselves to go to high school. Some great speeches given by some of the graduating students and the graduating class. So thank you to District 157 for that invitation. I'd also like to thank all the residents who have come out to our first 2 ward meetings of the summer. Please refer to the flyer that went out earlier this spring with the dates and locations of the remaining meetings for this summer. And finally, I've received a few phone calls, texts, emails regarding speed bumps that have been requested. All of the requests that I have gotten thus far have been put on various agendas over the course of the last month and a half or so. So if your speed bumps have not been put down yet and the motions appeared on agendas previously, please let me know and I will get you an update from Public Works. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Fifth Ward, Alderman Gardner.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to start off by thanking Public Works for putting speed bumps down in the locations that speed bumps were requested in. I would like to remind the residents that the construction of the 157th Street reconstruction project has started. Please be mindful and adhere to the signage that says no parking during said hours. Please refrain from parking in those locations. The project has started also on Forest Hill. The sewer replacement project has started. If you have any questions, comments, issues, vacant houses, please report those to my office, 708-891-8195, 891-8195. That's all I got. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman. Fourth Ward, Alderman Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. First, in honor of God who makes all things possible, I want to remind the residents of the Juneteenth event that's taking place June 22nd, next Saturday, at the library, 660 Manistee, from 11 to 7 p.m. Please come out. It'll be food, fun, entertainment. Please come out and enjoy yourself. There'll be some free food given away at the beginning of the day while supplies last. There will be a 3rd and 4th Ward July town hall meetings, so please come out to the town hall meeting for July 1st at 6:30 p.m. at Downey Park. Speed bumps, they are still installing speed bumps on the west side of town. They ran out of stakes, so those stakes are soon to be delivered, so we will resume putting down speed bumps in the ward. There is only a couple of more additions to the ones that were laid last year, so please understand that speed bumps do not go everywhere. We have to be considerate of our public safety and their response time and our equipment. We want to make sure we're taking good care of our equipment, and the speed bumps kind of delays and causes some damages. The block-to-block meetings for the summer will take place at the end of August into September, so please be looking out for the dates and times and locations. We will be having a shred day at the River Oaks Townhomes on July 29th, Saturday, July 29th at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And if there's any concerns or cares or questions that need to be answered, please don't hesitate to call 708-891-8194 or 708-212-2240. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Third Ward, Alderman Tillman.
Thank you, Mayor. To piggyback on what Alderman Williams said, we do have our town hall meeting July 1st. The location is the Field House at Downey Park. There is no August meeting. We are doing block by block meetings as we are in the process of establishing several block clubs throughout the Third Ward. And I just want to thank all the residents that stepped up and submitted applications to help better Calumet City as we go through this process. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Second Ward, Alderwoman Wilson.
Thank you. Second Ward, thank you so much for coming out to our June Ward meeting where we discussed the creation of the 2 block departments or committees within our ward, the Department of Justice Committee as well as the Ordinance and Resolutions Committee. The Department of Justice Committee has begun the filing of a complaint with the U.S. Department of Justice regarding the criminality of our property taxes and what we're calling the new redlining of keeping people stuck in a certain area because our property taxes are too high. We have gone to focus on the county level and the state level to no avail, so the Department of Justice is our next step. The Ordinance Committee within our ward is tackling the noise ordinance. We have received the complaints regarding the noise that's unbearable and quite ratchet from Buddy Bear Car Wash patrons. And so we do have noise ordinances on the books here in the city of Calumet City. And the committee is drafting something to present to the Ordinance and Resolution Committee chair of the city of Calumet City. We also spoke about and was able to contact the railroads to find out what we need to do to declare our area a quiet zone between a certain time. We do understand that between midnight and 4 a.m., the horns blare. We did get the perspective from the railroads of why they blow the horns because of the transient nature and the homelessness that surrounds the actual trains headed into Indiana. They don't want to hit anybody, but we also have people that want to sleep because they work overnights or early in the morning. So if you want to join those committees within our ward, please text us 708-586-4990. I do want to piggyback off of Alderman Patton. District 157 put on a fantastic, a phenomenal graduation. And I said they're very proud of those young people. And I thank the district for always including us, as well as TF North, for including this council and this city in the graduation efforts. I do challenge and encourage District 155 and 149 to do the same in the future. I am still taking requests as the public utilities chair to come to your block gatherings. I enjoyed my time across town last week where we discussed how you yourself can put in a trouble ticket for your street lights through the ComEd app. We discussed groundwater on Saginaw, on localized meetings as well as in our award meetings. And then I was in several wards discussing street lights. The Public Utilities Committee has a responsibility to oversee the functions of the water department, electrical, plumbing, public lighting systems, natural gas, public telephone systems, railroads, and transportation. So we are tackling that block by block. If you call me, I will come. Even if I am not your alderwoman because I am chair of that committee, I will come to you. If you need me, feel free to email me at monet@alderwomanwilson.com or text me at 708-586-4990. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Alderman Navarrete.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to touch on a couple of programs, again, that the city has so that residents are aware, two of which are on the agenda, or both of which are on the agenda today. So again, I know the First Ward and the Fifth Ward, we share a lot of symptoms when it comes to vacant lots and vacant properties. We do try to purchase these vacant properties as they come available. If there is a building on there that can be salvaged, we do try to eliminate the back taxes and get those to a developer, hoping to flip that house and get it back on the tax rolls. So that is one program. And then also, if there's a vacant lot with no house on it, we do offer the neighbors of that vacant lot to purchase that property for usually a very, very low price to expand their yard or fence it in and expand their property. So again, two programs to be mindful of. If there's a property you have in mind, feel free to call your alderman or the city. Community and Economic Development can help out, or inspectional services, I'm sure, as well. So again, two great programs. And then we will be having a First Ward Town Hall in early July. I'll announce it at the next regular city council meeting. We'll focus on, over the years, we focused on different, corridors in the ward, Burnham Avenue being one, State Street being another. I know Pulaski Road's been getting some complete streets work done. But I would like to focus, and with budgets coming up, ask for an earmark again to commission a study for Memorial Drive. We have a lot of great assets on Memorial Drive in the First Ward, with Wilson and Wentworth School, the St. Victor campus, and of course Memorial Park. So we'll look at maybe lighting that up or seeing what we can do to try to get some planning efforts in there, and of course go after grant dollars after that. So stay tuned for that. Again, I'll announce that town hall meeting at our next regular city council meeting. It'll be in early July. That's all I have this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. I'd like to recognize our city engineer. On the agenda tonight, we have talked about our lead line service program. This is the map of all of the lead line service for phase one. Many of you know we applied for money from the state, I believe $20 million.
This round it was a $4 million. We have to do it in $4 million increments so that we get principal forgiveness.
Yeah. So these are loans from the state that are forgivable. But this is the map. We're going to pass this out to all the aldermen that shows the mapping. But I also like to turn it over to our city engineer to explain the program and then go through our construction project. As Alderman Gardner mentioned, we have started our construction project. We told the residents and we told the aldermen that we're going to start constructing our streets. We have a lot of streets that we're starting on, and we have a lot of exciting ones coming up next. But Matt, if you can go through the streets and then also go through a lead line service program.
Thank you, Mayor. We'll begin with the lead service line project. Right now, we are closing out the construction on the Phase 1 lead service line project. This one, we completed 312 homes, predominantly in the 6th Ward. This program right now, the remaining work right now in the course of the next month is restoration work. About 100 homes remain to have some sod and landscape restoration, and we anticipate having that closed out in the next few weeks. We are moving into the Phase 2 of the $20 million overall lead service line program. Back in March, we made a submission to the Illinois EPA for state revolving funds to try and get $4 million for the Phase 2 of the project. Right now, we are on the intended funding list. The official award will come out in July, but right now we are on the intended funding list to receive $4 million to continue the program. One of the items on the agenda here is to continue that program and keep it going, so we can utilize those funds because they will become available after the early July. An update on some of the other projects that we have here, 157th Wilson, and for the road projects. Wilson Avenue is under construction right now, Paxton to Yates. We had some concrete work that was going on out there over the course of the last few days. 157th Street, there is some utility relocation work that's being planned and then the sewer structures have been ordered by the contractor too. So after they wrap up, the next crew will just continue going right over to 157th and keep the work progressing. Forest Hills, another one that Alderman Gardner mentioned. That work, sewer replacement, is underway right now as we speak, and we're anticipating having that wrapped up here in the next several weeks. Buffalo Avenue, from Pulaski to Memorial Drive, the lining will be going on Monday, so we'll be finishing that one up with the lining of the sewer there to restore the sewer. That's another measure that we're taking that was identified from some of the televising that we've actually done. Report of finding the televising of the sewers. We've completed the 5 miles. There are a couple that we might have the contractor go back out and get because they got to do a little bit more cleaning. So you might see a couple trucks revisit some of the areas to get a little bit better footage for it. But the general analysis, we're going to try to present a report of findings here in July, probably the second meeting of July, to the council here of what we found from that 5-mile section. I'm happy to announce too that the Green Alley program is going to bid. We got the notice from the MWRD that the project is approved, so that will be hitting the streets early next week. And then the other one too is the tank cleaning, which is where we clean the exterior of the elevated tanks. That helps us protect the coating on those water tanks, the reservoirs, which are vital to the drinking water system. And that will be going out probably next week also as well too.
Thank you, Matt. Does anybody have any questions for our city engineer? I know everyone is excited about the Green Alley project. Thank you, Matt, for that update. To further under my report, the mayor's report, at 5:30 today, we swore in three firefighters. So we want to thank Chief Bockert, who was in the back, for not only bringing those firefighters to the city council who approved them, but also thank you for encouraging the new firefighters, and also thank our police and fire commissioner, Butch Carradine, who is here with us as well, for approving those firefighters who we swore in tonight. Their families are here, they're excited, so we want to mention them and thank them for joining the Calumet City team. Next item I have, and I'll be brief, we have this card that we offer to families. This is a museum card that allows families to get into the museums free. Many of you know the museums are really expensive now, so this card allows up to 4 family members to go into the museums. And if I can read these, the Adler Planetarium, the Art Institute, Brookfield Zoo, Chicago Botanic Garden, Chicago Children's Museum, Chicago History Museum, DuSable Museum, the Field Museum, Lincoln Park Zoo, Illinois Holocaust Museum, and of course the National Museum of Mexican Art and the National Museum of Puerto Rican Art and the Shared Aquarium. So you come to my office, you get this card. It allows families to go in. Up to 4 members of the family can go in, but we want to thank the families that used these cards last year. I want to offer this card as kids are out for the summer with nothing to do. Take them, drop them off at the shed, and come back and get them 2 hours later. But I want to encourage families, if you want to come get the card, you can come to my office and get the card. The last thing I would like to announce, we're going to start, I want to thank the aldermen we took fathers to the Chicago White Sox in anticipation of Father's Day. We know this weekend is Father's Day, and we want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the community and thank those that participate. Thank the aldermen for showing up for the event as well. Next item on the agenda is number 9, new business action items, 1 through 10. Are there any questions on item 1 is what Alderman Navarrete mentioned. This is the Lot Next Door program where the city researches the lots and removes the back taxes. We want to thank Attorney Dominic Lanzito and his team for working with the resident mentioned in item 1, who was real excited about the Lot Next Door program. We are working on several others and encourage anyone who wants to participate in this program to contact us so we can do all the research and get that done. Are there any questions about items 1 through 10? If not,
Just had a statement to make, Mayor, if I could.
Yep, go ahead, Alder.
I just wanted to point out that, and commend Farnsworth Group. I know that we had some discussions over the years about trying to get some minority participation in our engineering contracts, and the contract that they've submitted there on item 7 has a commitment of 15% to MBE, DBE, WBE firm for the project. So again, just kind of a shout out to Farnsworth Group for that commitment. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Alderman.
Mayor,
Yes, Alderman.
number 6, I would like to have removed. We're going to move to a different location.
Okay. Is there a motion, amended motion to remove, is there a motion to remove item 6 on the agenda?
So move.
Motion made by Alderman Tillman, second, Alderwoman?
Second.
Second by
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
So is there a motion to approve items 1 through 5 and then 7 through 10 under new business?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Williams and second by Alderman Smith. Madam Clerk, can you please call a roll?
Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Patton, Smith.
Yes.
Thank you, Alderman. Motion is approved. Item 10 are new business items, building permits. Are there any questions regarding the building permits 1 through 8 on the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve items 1 through 8 fence permits?
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Patton, second by Alderwoman Wilson. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Patton, Smith,
Yes.
Navarrete.
Yes.
Item 11 are resolutions and ordinances. There's one item on the resolutions and ordinances. This is the 5th Ward. Alderman Tillman, Alderman Gardner. Are there any questions regarding item number 11?
No, we reviewed them.
Is there a motion, Alderman Gardner?
So moved.
Motion to approve item number 11-1, resolutions and ordinance.
Second.
second by Alderman Smith. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Patton. Yes. Smith,
Yes.
Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to request executive session for the purpose of pending litigation, purchase of real estate, employee matters. Is there anything else under the motion? Is there a motion to go into executive session at 6:45 PM?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Smith, second by Alderman Williams. All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, the attorney has requested a roll call.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Patton. Yes. Smith,
Yes.
Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman.
Yes.
We are back in regular session at 8:12 PM. Is there a motion to return to the regular order of business at 8:12 PM?
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Smith. Is there a second to the motion to return to regular order of business?
So moved.
Second. The attorney is again requesting the roll call. Madam Clerk. Can we-
Navarrete,
I'm sorry, I apologize. I blame
To
Alderman.
return to regular order of business.
Oh, yes. I forgot we're doing roll call now. Anyway.
Wilson, Wilson,
Yes. Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner, well, he's gone. Patton,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
We are at the number 12, financial matters 1 through 49. We shall take items 48 and 49 separately.
Mayor, can we also take items 1, 14, 32, 42, and 43 separately?
One, 14,
32, 42, and 43, in addition to 48 and 49?
42, 43, 48, 49. Correct?
Yeah, 1, 14, 32, 42, 43, 48, and 49. 1, 14, 32, 42, 43, the mayor wanted 48, and 49.
Okay. So item 1 on the agenda, there's items due to the city council, so I would ask through a motion that item 1 be tabled from the agenda.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Smith, second by Alderman Smith, or Alderman Navarrete?
Williams and Smith, yeah.
So Alderman Navarrete, second the motion to have item 1 tabled from the agenda.
I apologize, Mayor. I think it was Williams and Smith.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Motion and Williams second.
Okay. So for the record, Alderman Smith made the motion, Alderman Williams seconded the motion to have item 1 tabled from the agenda. So we should take up items 2 through 13. Alderman Williams, is there a motion to approve items 2 through 13?
2 through, make a motion for 2 through 13, 15, through 31.
Wait, hold on, Alderman. So for item 1, the motion to table, going back to item 1, clerk, please call the roll on to table item 1 on the agenda.
Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson. Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Item 1 has been tabled. Alderman Williams on items 2 through 13.
2 through 13.
Should stop there.
15 through 31.
I'm sorry,
34.
excuse me, Alderman. As a result of action in executive session, let's take a quick recess so I can get the amended motion for item 2, because we have to take that separately as well. So we'll be in recess for 5 minutes while I get the motion for item 2. Right, we are back in session. Item 2, as a result of executive session action, Alderman Williams, there's a motion to be made for item 2. Can you please read and state the motion?
Yes. Item number 2, I have a motion to approve the purchase of 550 River Oaks Drive for clarity, which is the Shoppers World to Shoe Carnival building. Motion to amend item number 2 to reflect motion to approve the purchase of 550 River Oaks Drive and further direct the city treasurer to issue payment from the 2023 bond fund acquisitions of the amount of $300,000 subject to the following conditions. 1, a 90-day attorney review for due diligence, and 2, contingent upon the production of leases, maintenance, and financial documentation, and 3, subject to city council review and approval of all due diligence documentation presented to the council.
So moved.
So motion made by Alderman Williams, second by Alderman Smith. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on item number 2?
Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson, Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton, Smith.
Yes.
Motion passes.
As amended.
Now we have to do a motion, Alderman, to approve it as amended.
And I have a motion to approve item number 2 as amended.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams to approve the motion on item 2 as amended, seconded by Alderman Smith. Now we shall have a roll call.
Point of
Madam-
clarification, Mayor. With the wording on this, the Treasurer's Office is not expected to make payment at this point in time. This will be for the future pending future council approvals, correct?
No.
Correct.
Yeah. No.
That's what it says here.
The way I understood the motion is it's approved up to 300,000.
Contingent upon the documents.
But we won't know that amount until it's presented to us, correct?
Right.
I'm just looking for clarification on the motion, because I need to explain this to people in my office as well. So is there
I don't know.
Is there a meeting of the minds?
The motion, because Dominic is not here, the motion is for purchase the property at $300,000, subject to the attorney review and the conditions.
Right, but it still has to come back before us for us to approve that.
Yes.
We get a contract.
So we probably should do a motion to contract, to approve the contract to purchase.
To amend, just so amend.
Right.
Okay. So you could, with that, you would approve the motion as amended previously and is just amended by the Alderman, you can just do a motion to approve.
Right, because if you're directing us to pay.
No,
No.
it shouldn't be.
The amount could be different, then at that point, you would have to amend the motion to pay, right?
Right.
Yeah. So,
You have a motion, right, you shouldn't be paying some contract.
turn your mic on real quick.
There shouldn't be a motion. There shouldn't be a motion to pay right now because you don't have a contract that's been attorney reviewed or approved.
No.
Can you hear that?
So Alderman Tillman, can you restate the second motion to the amended motion?
Okay. Procedurally, do we got to revoke or?
No, you don't have to revoke it. You could do a motion to approve as you are going, as you amended previously and as you are going to amend it now. Does that make sense?
Nope. But
Yeah, you don't, I mean, because the way you did it before was you amended it, so you approved that, and then you approved it as, you were going to approve it as amended, but you're doing a further amendment. So if you could, Alderman, if you could state that for the record, or a
Okay.
motion to
All right,
approve as amended.
I got you. I'd like to make a motion to further amend item number 2 in the agenda to read, to be a motion to enter into a contract to purchase 500 River Oaks Drive, subject to the following conditions. 1, a 90-day attorney review for due diligence, and 2, contingent upon production of leases, maintenance, and financial documents. And this is all subject to city council review and approval of all due diligence documents.
And point of clarification is for 550 River Oaks Drive.
Yes, Chief.
I think it's the wrong address also. It should be River Oaks West, correct? Not River Oaks Drive.
River Oaks West, sorry. 550 River Oaks West.
Clerk, did you get all that?
What is 550?
I didn't write the damn motion. I mean, the attorney wrote the damn motion. You guys are doing all the corrections. I didn't write the
Can I
damn
just get
motion.
a copy of it?
By CCD.
Good catch. Thank you.
Just a copy, that's all.
What is 550 River Oaks Drive?
So, motion to further amend.
Dentist office.
So Alderman, there has not been a second to your motion,
So no, let it die, I guess. And so I want to make a motion to further amend item number 2 to read, a motion to enter into a contract to purchase 550 River Oaks West. Subject to the following conditions: a 90-day attorney review period for due diligence and contingent upon production of leases, maintenance, and financial documents, and subject to the city council review and approval of all due diligence documents.
So moved.
there's a motion made by Alderman Tillman,
Second.
seconded by Alderman Smith. Madam Clerk, we will type up all these motions,
Thank you.
because there are 3 motions on item 2 for the purchase of the property, and we'll make sure the address is correct on the property. So, Madam Clerk, on the 3rd motion to further amend item 2, can you please call the roll?
Neverete,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton. Yes. Smith.
Yes.
All right.
Look, that you want to do now the motion's amended, now you would do a motion to approve it as previously amended. That should be a simple motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve as previously amended item number 2.
Second.
Attorney Bruin, are you writing all this down? Motion to approve as previously amended. That's the 4th motion on item 2.
Well, it would be the 3rd. There was 2 amendments, Mayor, and then there's the motion to approve it as amended.
Gotcha.
That's what you have now.
Okay. So currently, everyone, we on the motion to approve the previously amended motion for item number 2. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Neverete.
Yes.
Wilson, Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton, Smith.
Yes.
Alderman Williams, items 3 through 13. Is there a motion to approve items 3 through 13?
Okay, so we're gonna bundle the ones where that were all okay.
Item 14 is
Okay.
what the Alderman requested.
Right, so we want to do a motion to approve 3 through 13, 15 through 31, 34 through 41, and 44 through 47.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams. Second by Alderman Tillman. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mayor, discussion, any questions? That's why I wish he wouldn't have done that, because now it's going to get real confusing. We should have stopped at 14 maybe. But item number 38 and 41 are duplicate. They're worded differently, but they're the same.
38 and which one? I do.
38 and 41.
Okay, so can I have a motion to?
Well, I mean, let's just ask the question.
So let's just do this.
Like to do-
Please
Yeah.
withdraw your motion.
Yeah, let's just do up to the,
Please withdraw your motion,
Motion
Alderman.
withdrawn.
Motion withdrawn.
So now, Alderman,
14, yeah. Just go up to 13.
we should delete item 38 or 41
Okay.
from the agenda.
Yeah, whichever you prefer. Motion to delete item 41 as a duplicate.
Is there a second to the motion to delete
Second.
item 41?
Second.
Motion made by Alderman Navarrete to delete item 41 as a duplicate, seconded by Alderman Smith as a duplicate. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll to delete item number 41?
Navarrete.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Tillman.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Patton. Smith.
Yes.
Now, Alderman.
No, I'm still.
Right. Is
So
it-
now I still had a question now on 38. It was a duplicate, but it looks like we're replacing 160 feet of sewer on the parking lot of Castaways. I'm assuming that's Castaways property. I think we touched on it, Mayor, I appreciate it, but I think we don't have an answer about maybe why we could be doing that on their property and not them.
Alderman, I think we talked about tabling this matter for the next agenda to get more information.
If we could,
This was a matter that infringes on city property that is dealing with Castaways, so I think to get more information, you should make a motion to either table this one or remove it from the agenda.
Can I make a motion, just defer it to the next meeting while we get that next?
Yes, table it till the next agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion to table item 38 to the next agenda.
That
we
was
going
first and
34.
second one.
Yeah, first and second by Alderman Navarrete and second by Alderman Williams.
37. 39.
Can you call the roll,
Yep.
Madam Clerk?
Sure can. Navarrete.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Tillman.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Patton. Smith.
Yes.
Now, Alderman, you have to rework your numbers.
I think I got it together. All right, so can I have a motion to approve financial matters 3 through 13, 15 through 31, 34 through 37, 39, 40, 44 through 47?
No, I think we missed 33.
Just add all 33.
And 33.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams,
Second.
second by Alderman Tillman. Madam Clerk, do you have the numbers?
3 through 13, 15 through 31, 33 through 37, 39 through 41. Oh, yeah, we took 41 out, I'm sorry. 39 through 40. I get them from
And
you.
then 44 through 47.
Yep, 44 through 47.
44 through 47. Okay. Oh, okay. Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson. Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton. Smith.
Yes.
Item 14. Item 14 is a motion for Restore Construction. We will invite our Deputy Chief up to talk about this item that's on the agenda.
Good evening.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
was just I'm here to field any questions. Everything was uploaded. All the invoices were verified by myself. There's pictures on all the invoices. All the work was done. That work represents between January of 2024 and May 15th of 2024. Since then, I've met with Director Tillman, Commissioner Thomas, Chief Kolosh, Assistant Chief Kwiatkowski, and Chief Bacher. We came up with a city policy and procedure to follow for Board Up to curb this expenditure. Public Works is going to be, with the mayor's approval of our agreed-upon policy, the Public Works will be doing vacant and city-owned Board Ups to save money, because there's a lot of Board Ups going on, so. You have any questions on it, Alderman Patton? No, I'm here, let's talk, let's get this taken care of. Well, neither do I, so. I inherited it, so. And we identified the problem and we made a solution, so.
Thank you.
All right. Is there a motion to approve item 14?
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams. Is there a second?
Second.
Who made the second? Alderman Navarrete. Second by Alderman Navarrete. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll on item 14?
Navarrete,
Yes.
Wilson. Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton. Smith.
Yes.
Motion approved, 5-1 for item 14. The next item was item 32, Alderman.
31 and 32. Oh, just 32.
It's 32.
Yeah, just.
Go ahead with your question, Alderman.
Was this, or did this need to be bid? I know that 31 was probably part of the project that we approved earlier, but 32, is that something that was need to go out to bid?
No, this is for professional services, so it didn't need to go out to bid. That's why it's on the agenda, Alderman. It was a presentation given to the city council, just like item 31 was, but this is for professional services and it doesn't need to be bid out. Alderman Navarrete?
No, I had the proposal printed out. I think Alderman Smith has it. If you wanted to take a look at it, Alderman Patton. I'm assuming there's hardware involved, but that is still considered a professional service.
Yes. City Attorney? Item number 32, professional services. It's a proposal for the Public Works building.
I think it was like to improve Wi-Fi and
Question
communications.
was, does it need to be bidded out?
For professional services.
It's IT.
Typically, if it's a skill that's unique, it's exempt from bidding, and then like professional services and things like that, if it requires a professional skill. Now, I haven't reviewed this proposal at all, I admit. If you want me to review it, we can give you an opinion on whether it's exempt from bidding.
So do you want to pull it from the agenda?
Right, it might make sense. If if it's unclear, and I can't really tell from the plain language of this, what it would be, I think that would be prudent, and we can take a look at it, and you could put it on in a future agenda.
Alderman, do you want to make a motion to table it to?
Sure, I'll make a motion to table it until we get a look into property attorneys.
Gotcha. Motion made by Alderman Patton to table item number 32. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Second by Alderman Tillman. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Navarrete,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton. Wilson,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Okay, help me if I'm not correct. So we're doing 42 and 43 now, Alderman? No, I'm saying, are we taking those separately, right? So items 42 and 43 can be taken together, Alderman.
Together.
This was approved at the Finance Committee meeting, so Alderman Williams.
Can I have a motion to approve items 42 and 43?
There's a motion to approve items 42 and 43. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Smith. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Navarrete,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton. Smith,
Yes.
Wilson,
No.
What is the vote total?
it's
4-2.
4-2, yeah.
On the vote of 4 voting yes, 2 voting no, items 42 and 43 is approved. Thank you, Alderman. The next item is 48.
Can I have a motion to approve item number 48?
Motion made by Alderman Williams to approve items number 48.
So moved.
Second by Alderman Smith. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Navarrete,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Wilson,
I think she dropped off the call.
okay. Patton,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Last item is item 49, approve the bill listing. Is there a motion to approve the bill listing?
So moved.
Second for discussion.
Motion made by Alderman Smith, second by Alderman Patton for discussion.
The Finance Committee Chairman, Alderman Gardner, before he had to leave tonight, asked me to have a few items removed from the bill list, most of which were items that were previously removed and were not re-referred to the council by the Finance Committee. They were, I believe, mistakenly re-added to the bill list. So all of those, and I don't have a list of all of those items, but I think it should be easy enough to determine that the ones that were referred to Finance Committee previously and have not been re-referred to the council need to be removed. And then Alderman Gardner also asked that, sorry, I need the exact name here. He asked me to have Spencer Leak and Sons bill removed, Sheraton New Orleans bill removed, and Foot Locker, he said, had already appeared on an agenda previously, so he said to ask to have that removed as well. And all referred to the Finance Committee, sorry.
So what were the 3 aldermen that you requested?
In addition to the ones previously, it would be the Spencer Leak and Sons bill, the Sheraton New Orleans bills, and the Foot Locker bill.
Is there a motion to table those or to approve the agenda, Alderman Williams? The entire bill listing.
I make a motion to approve the entire bill listing.
So moved.
Second by Alderman Smith. The motion is to approve the entire bill listing at the amount of $1,234,251.46. There's a second. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Navarrete,
No.
Wilson, oh, she's gone. Tillman,
Present.
Williams,
Yes.
Patton,
No.
Smith.
Yes.
So in that case, we'd be having 2 voting no, 2 voting yes, and 1 voting present. The mayor is a tiebreaker in this case, correct, Attorney?
Yes.
I vote yes. I vote yes to approve the bill listing as presented.
Question for the attorney, if I may, Mayor. So if these were mistakenly put on the bill list, previously removed, and admittedly mistakenly put on the bill list, and then we just approved the bill list as presented, what is that? I'm just confused on where we stand with us removing them, sending them to a finance committee, and then these items still being in finance committee, never coming out of the finance committee, but yet are on here, and we just approved, or 2 aldermen and the mayor approved that bill list.
Well, that goes to a discussion on whether to approve the bills or not. I mean, the way it was just voted is everything that was on the list is approved.
Right, but they haven't properly been placed back on this list. They're in the finance committee. The items, a lot of the items that are on this are in the finance committee currently.
So are they part of the
So
1.2?
they mistakenly have been put on here by an error in the treasurer's office. Is that correct, treasurer? Yes. So how we can approve mistakenly, and how we can have 2 aldermen, approve one that's not a correct bill list is I'm confused.
Well, let me ask you this, Alderman, are those bills you're saying should be just in Finance Committee, are those part of this 1.234 million?
Yes.
But the bill list was, I mean, you approved the bill list here. I mean, if you want to withdraw that, you'd have to do a motion and withdraw it, but that's a discussion that probably should be had before it's
So if
approved.
a motion was made to send it to finance committee and it never came out, it can be put on a bill list again and approved?
If it's
Even though the motion was to send it to committee?
Well, it was sent to committee, but then it appeared on the bill list, which is just what you
Right.
approved.
Right, but the committee didn't put it back on there. I apologize. Maybe Patton has a better way to word it. Yeah.
Alderman will recognize one at a time. So Alderman Navarrete, are you completed?
Oh, I'm going to steal Alderman Patton's. Yeah, so a human error, right, in the treasurer's office is why we have this bill list.
Well, Alderman, if I may, I don't interrupt you, but one thing you could possibly do is a motion, now you've approved it, you could also do a motion now to remove those items from approval, essentially removing them from the list you just approved. You could itemize those if I don't know if the treasurer has a list of those. I mean,
So there was a dispute about some of the items not being city authorized. So those items were city authorized. Alderman Patton has sent email after email saying they're not city authorized. They were city authorized. There was a motion because there was one on there about Foot Locker where we got a sponsor to sponsor the Foot Locker event at $7,000. They submitted a check to the treasurer for $5,000. So that was, at the last council meeting, the city council encouraged the attorneys to draft a credit card policy. So that credit card policy will be on the June 27th agenda.
Okay.
So the items in dispute is what the 2 aldermen are against.
Is there an agreement that there's a dispute, or does the other members of the council feel there's no dispute?
The finance committee feels like the dispute is legitimate, and that information that was requested has not been submitted.
I'll just put this as simply as I can. The public body can make a motion to approve something, which is what they've done here. 2 2 voted against it. Oh, my mic's on, Mayor.
This is not a matter that we can go into executive session for.
No, it is not. So let me just be clear. You voted to approve the list as it was presented. There was 2 you dissented, Alderman respectfully. It was approved. So that's the end. That would be the end of the story.
So what you're saying is that it doesn't need to come back out of, if the council sends something to Finance Committee, it doesn't have to have a recommendation from the Finance Committee to appear back, is what you're saying?
I don't believe there's any requirement in the code. No, you just approved an expenditure by a roll call vote.
But by roll call vote also kicked it to committee.
Right, and now
And
it's
it never came out of committee.
committee would be, that's just a, somewhere you sent it, I mean, to be reviewed, but now you've approved it.
So it doesn't have to come back out of the committee?
I don't think it does.
You don't think it does?
No.
Can you have an opinion on that, if you don't mind?
Can you
I
send them a-
request an opinion on if matters, financial matters are sent to the Finance Committee, if they have to come out of the Finance Committee before they're placed back on an agenda?
Attorney, please send them a memo on that. Alderman Patton, do you have a question? Next item on the agenda is unfinished business. Alderman Smith, unfinished business.
No, I just want to reiterate to the Southern Ward residents that the June meeting is canceled. Please continue to report your issues as well as vacant properties. Also, speed bumps should be installed by now. If you have any questions on that, please give the office a call at 708-891-8197. And that's it.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Patton, unfinished business? Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Williams, unfinished business?
Nothing.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Tillman, unfinished business? Nothing. Thank you, Alderman. Alderman Navarrete, unfinished business? Thank you, Alderman. Mr. Treasurer, do you have, it's Father's Day coming up. We don't get anything anyway. We might as well say Happy Father's Day to the fathers.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Well, there being no further business to come before the City Council, is there a motion to adjourn at 8:50 p.m.?
So move.
Motion made by Alderman Smith. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Tillman to adjourn at 8:51 p.m.